Hello friends, we see the Cadalys today. So it is the part of CSM. It delivers out of the box ITIL information technology infrastructure library process, and it is designed to inform any service delivery function from internal help desk to customer facing service operations. In that we see first the equipment sorry enable entitlement management. In entitlement management, it must be enabled from salesforce service setup, that we can allocate service setup entitlement setting, select entitlement management. This is the steps to enable the entitlement management for the Cadalys. It is same like that the Salesforce. Some features are different, but it is same. We can see the service management object models in that. In that, first we will see the applications can use one of the two different data storage schemas, means app record type model and app object model. In app record type model, it uses the well established standard case object with record types for incident, measure, incident, problem and service request. It uses the custom object called change for change enablement data storage. Second one is app object model. It uses the new standard objects, incident, problem and change request with the case object and record type for service request for its data storage. This model was added to the app in version. The data storage model may be selected in the service management setting tab under the service record setting tile. So then we see the service management setting. In service management setting, there are general settings, priority settings, work.com settings, code and debug settings. In general setting, we see the component setting first. The component setting section is related to the known error service, catalog, categories and related service record components. The administration can change the setting, for example changing the origin of the incident created via the known error components. Then we see the priority settings in general setting. The priority matrix assign a priority value low, medium, high, critical to each case based on its respective impact and urgency. Set the grid priorities accordingly to the level of priority for incoming cases. This can be changed by any user granted access to this setting. Cadalys suggests that only management or administrators can modify the priority matrix. Options for priority settings are based on the priority field on the case object. When we save it, it will ask you to select one of the following. In that, apply this to only new records and apply this change to all open records. Then we see the work.com settings. If we currently use work.com within our salesforce org and want to make it compatible with service management, then it follow the directions below. Code and debug settings. Then we see the code and debug settings. Code and debug settings are used to toggle triggers on or off. In that, we see the case trigger. The case trigger updates the resolution date with the current date time value, enables or disables the use of priority matrix and updates work.com case fields, individual employees, etc. Then we see the change trigger. The change trigger updates the related configuration items last change date once a change record is closed. Configuration item trigger. This trigger will set the configuration atom attribute name as the name of its configuration atom class attribute. Configuration atom class trigger. This trigger checks for duplicate attribute with the same name on child configuration atom class. Configuration atom trigger. This trigger sets the visualization icon based on the selected CI class. Related service record trigger. It marks the related service record as a primary. Working time functionality creates working time records when case records are created or updated. Then we see the scheduler setting. In scheduler setting, we found under the Salesforce app launcher service management setting tab and are used to manage the performance schedule for all batches in the service management package. Administrator can change the schedule, activate or deactivate the scheduler, process and add or remove custom batches as needed. Modifying the scheduler setting Ciron value. An administrator can edit the Ciron value for any of the batch process. Second one is adding the batches to the scheduler setting. If applicable, an administrator can add batches to the scheduler setting. So thank you guys for watching the video.